Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Samsung Gear Fit2 Pro. So there are actually not a lot of differences between the new Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro and the previous generation Samsung Gear Fit 2. As a matter of fact, all of the differences are virtually software. There's only one hardware difference, which we'll go over here in a moment. And when you compare these two side by side, you'll see they're virtually identical. And we'll go over the hardware because the hardware is essentially the same. So the only real difference is that Samsung has improved the water resistance capabilities on the new Gear Fit 2 Pro to 50 meters versus the previous generation, which was only 20 meters. And if you want to get really technical, there is actually one more hardware change, and that is that the new Gear Fit 2 Pro comes with new watch style clasps versus the pin style clasp on the original Gear Fit Pro. But other than that, all of the hardware remains the same. It has the same accelerometer, the same barometer, the same heart rate sensor, has the same amount of storage, which is 4 gigabytes, the same amount of RAM, which is 512 megabytes. It has the same dual-core 1 gigahertz processor, the same 200 milliamp lithium-ion battery, and the same screen. Now, even though the hardware on this hasn't really changed, it is still keeping up with the industry standards in terms of what they're offering. The Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro has a fantastic screen, 216 by 432 pixels with a total pixel density of 322. So that means it has a higher pixel density than the Apple Watch Series 3 and the brand new Fitbit Ionic. The clarity and brightness on this device, in my opinion, is second to none. I have not seen a smartwatch or a fitness tracker with a better screen experience than what I've gotten from the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro. And you know, the other thing about this device is that it has a fairly small footprint. It's not a large device in comparison to a lot of other fitness trackers on the market, and yet at the same time, you get a very large screen for this size of a device. On this, you're also going to get removable and replaceable watch straps. If you want to buy extra watch straps, you can do that online. It has a simple button that depresses, and then it will slide downward in order to release the strap, and then you simply slide it back up in order to snap it back into place. Now, one area of hardware that I would have liked to have seen a change is the heart rate sensor. This is the same heart rate sensor that Samsung has been using on most of their smartwatches and health trackers now for the last year and a half, and it would have been nice to see a little bit of a refresh. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with this heart rate sensor. It's certainly not the worst heart rate sensor on the market, but in terms of accuracy, this heart rate sensor is definitely lagging behind some of the other heart rate sensors we're beginning to see hit the market. So I'll get into the specifics of the accuracy and my real world results here in just a moment. The watch does have built-in music storage, so you can take MP3s and songs that you've saved on your computer, store them directly on the device for playback and streaming through Bluetooth headphones. Now, the newest music feature that the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro offers is offline Spotify support, meaning if you are a paid Spotify user and customer, you can access the catalog of millions of songs and store them on the device for playback through Bluetooth headphones. Additionally, Samsung is opening up compatibility with third-party developers for health and fitness applications like MapMyRun, MyFitnessPal, Endomondo, Under Armour Record, and others. The device charges with a charging cradle, and you'll get about 5 days worth of battery life if you're just using this as a watch. You're only going to get about 3 days worth of battery life if you're exercising about 20 or 30 minutes a day. Once the watch gets below 15% battery life, it will prompt you to turn on a power saving mode. Now, this is completely optional, but if you turn on the power saving mode, it will turn the watch into a grayscale mode, and the screen will dim just ever so slightly, so it won't be quite as visible, but you'll be able to get out about another 3 or 4 hours worth of battery life using this mode. Okay, enough about the features. Let's go ahead and talk about the real world results of using this in both gym-based exercise, high-intensity interval training, CrossFit, swimming, and of course steady-state cardio exercises like cycling and running. In the swim mode, the screen will lock out and you'll have to pause and start and stop the workout using one of the two buttons on the side of the device. This is because the water will basically wig out the touch screen, and so it disables the touch screen when it's in swim mode. Now, the swim tracking on this is pretty basic. You're not going to get detailed swim information like your SWOLF score, lap information, strokes, and even strokes per lap. You're not going to get any of that detailed information that you might get on a designated swim tracking watch. But what you will get is your total time elapsed. You'll get the distance that you swam. You'll also get calorie information, and it will also attempt to give you your heart rate data during that swim. Now, the heart rate data that it gave us was about 10 to 15 beats per minute too low. So I don't exactly trust the heart rate information on this in a swimming context. Now, for steady state cardio like cycling and jogging, you'll get some interesting information. You'll get a Google Map overlay using your GPS location data. You'll also get a workout summary that details all of the different running metrics and things that you might want to know in relation to your workout, your exercise. You'll also get access to graphs that show your heart rate information, even splits and information like that. And then you'll also get a really cool feature where it takes graphs and compares certain metrics in relation to others. So for example, you can see how elevation might affect your heart rate. So based on our experience, all of the data it collected for steady state cardio exercise was accurate and helpful. Now, the Gear Fit 2 Pro will not provide you with advanced cardio metrics like your lactate threshold or your VO2 max. This watch is designed for your average consumer. It's not designed to meet the needs of those of you who are heavily involved in marathon distance running or triathlon sports. This is just meant for those of you who want to keep tabs on your health. Now, I also took this wearable with me into the gym and compared it directly against the Garmin Elevate heart rate sensor and the new sensor that's on the Fitbit Ionic. And honestly, the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro heart rate sensor struggled in comparison to these more modern devices. No matter how hard I pushed myself in the gym, I had a hard time getting the heart rate sensor to read anything above 130 beats per minute. It wasn't until the very end of the workout where it kind of caught up to my heart rate at that point, but the overwhelming majority of the time, the heart rate sensor was just not able to keep up with my active heart rate. Now, in terms of what it offers for features and accuracy in both the smartwatch and health and fitness tracking realm, this is not going to be the best option. There's going to be better smartwatch options. Obviously, the new Apple Watch is going to be a better smartwatch option. And arguably, if you're looking for just a pure smartwatch experience, an Android Wear device is going to provide a better smartwatch experience than what Samsung is doing right now on the Gear Fit 2 Pro. With that being said, it offers a lot. Now, in regards to health and fitness tracking, it's kind of the same story. This is not the best health and fitness tracker out there. It does a good job. It offers a wide variety of fitness tracking for a wide variety of different sports profiles and exercises. However, in terms of the metrics that you're getting back, the data that you're getting back, it's not going to be quite as deep. It's not going to be quite as accurate maybe as some of the competition. But in terms of being a hybrid watch, of offering a lot for your money, being something that gives you a robust smartwatch experience and a robust fitness tracking experience, this watch does that really well. It really rides that hybrid line well in terms of being kind of the best of both worlds. So here's the thing about this watch. It doesn't offer quite the same fitness and health capabilities that you're getting from some other top tier watches right now, like the Garmin Vivoactive 3 and the Fitbit Ionic. But it's also not the same price point. We're looking at a $200 price point instead of a $300 price point. And for the $200 price point, you could argue that you get a better value from this wearable in comparison to the other top tier of wearables that are on the market right now. So I don't think it's fair to dock this watch just because it doesn't hold up to the $300 standard, because this isn't a $300 wearable, it's a $200 wearable. And so for that, I'm going to give this watch an 8 out of 10 because it is such a great value and does provide you with so many features and options and health tracking capabilities for that price point. Now, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10, mostly because of the heart rate sensor. If Samsung had provided us with an updated sensor that had additional accuracy, then I think I would have probably jumped it up another notch or two. But you know what? They're using a dated heart rate sensor that's starting to show its age. And so for that reason alone, I think I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. But let me know in the comments what you think. And hey, don't forget there are purchase links in the description below for best pricing possible, so make sure to click on those links if you're interested in purchasing this. And I'm sure I've also missed some of your questions, so make sure you leave your questions below and I'll get to those as soon as possible. Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent. We'll catch you next time.